the fascination with, I think, a little bit for the general public, myself included, is you seemingly just came out of nowhere with gigantic guests. And that's why people are joking about the plant. But then I was like, maybe she is a plant.
Really
So
good podcast with your host, Bobbi Altoff. Today I'm here with, can you introduce yourself?
Drake. I mean, you look great, but you're hot. Like, I'm not like I just mean like a thought, Bobby.
Are you calling me that right now?
Kind of, yeah. You're a little thotty, Bobby.
A lot of people question whether or not Bobbi is an industry plant.
Combination.
Reason being is she just started a podcast and already had some of the biggest guests of all time. One particular was Drake. And Drake being a big guest is huge because if you don't know the context to Drake being on podcast, it is a long line of podcasters that were given one of those Drake, yo, I'm gonna be on there, I got you, you know. He said that to several podcasts, one being Academics, Joe Budden, $1 Million Worth of Game, Drink Champs, to name a few.
It's my turn! You told me it was my turn!
Luck, I would say mostly, but also just like putting myself out there. Like I'm not afraid to do things that embarrass myself and like shoot my shot. And I kept shooting my shot. I used to pay my guests to come on my podcast. I used to like see your clips of your podcast and be like, I wish I could have a podcast that big. And I like, without even having a podcast, I thought that. I was like, that'd be so cool. And then I was like, I'm going to start a podcast because I heard you could make a lot of money from having a podcast. And I was like, that'd be fun.
Oh, so this is easy game. This is just be like, I want a big podcast.
Yeah,
exactly.
Slide in
No,
Drake's DM.
exactly.
And shoot your shot.
No, but
it
but
works.
then I went like,
Wilson, but that was a while back. And even when he did this interview again, Elliot Wilson was kind of tight and did not like the direction Drake was going in. But there's a reason why Drake is going in this direction. From Sunday Conversation to now Bobbi and also Lil Yachty, he is going on podcasts where he knows and he feels that he won't be asked the hard-hitting questions. And one thing about Drake is image is number one, and that is key. And he always wants to make sure that he gets the best out of every interview, everything that he possibly does. Because he knows a tainted image will affect the music, will affect the listeners, and will affect the bottom line. Drake at this moment is currently doing a concert around different cities, and he invited Bobbi to one of the concerts. And after Bobbi went to that concert, what do you know? These two are no longer following each other on Instagram. And also, the Drake interview is now down. Which is kind of confusing, where that interview was highly successful, had a lot of views, but now it's down. Even though it's down, you know the saying is gonna live on the internet forever. But this is what Drake does. Drake tries his luck. If it doesn't work out, he is the unfollow king. He did it to Ice Spice when he flew her out, tried a thing, she dissed him, and he was like, nah. It's not how it works. Peace out. And he did the same thing to Bobbi. But the difference about Bobbi is she is married. I can't really see what else it could be. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Other than that, it wouldn't make any other sense for them to unfollow each other. But comment down below about this whole saga and if you think Bobbi is an industry plant. Peace out.